The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of the staff or management of Visionary-related entertainment.
Aloha, and welcome to Betty's Real Estate Corner, brought to you by Coldwell Banker, Sakamoto Properties. Roy is here in the studio today, which is going to be kind of fun because we're here together. The Thanksgiving is over. We're all excited for Christmas coming. Christmas trees are out. Everything's going on. There's decorations everywhere. It's going to be the best Christmas ever.
Christmas and Hanukkah.
Christmas and Hanukkah. Good.
Yeah.
Good catch on that one.
No, absolutely.
Thank you.
And it's a fun time and, big difference between Christmas last year and Christmas this year as far as Maui is concerned. With the Lahaina fire last August and Christmas wasn't that much fun last Christmas. But as Lahaina rebuilds, it's looking brighter.
I agree. It is looking brighter. It's still a heartbreak. And so many people have already moved away because they haven't been able to find housing that makes any sense for them. There's a variety of housing that's going up that I think is going to help people, at least temporarily. And some of that's real exciting. The thing at Kapalua, Roy, tell people a little about that one.
Well, we've got 50 modular homes that were supplied.
50.
Right.
Yeah.
That were supplied by Daiwa House from Japan. Bought and paid for by Mr. Yonai, the owner of the golf courses at Kapalua. And initially, these were for the displaced residents of Lahaina who worked for the golf courses at Kapalua. And now we're opening it up to other Kapalua employees. And now we're looking at perhaps opening it up to teachers and first responders.
I think that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
It took so long to get finished, which wasn't the fault of the Mr. Yanai. It was a lot of other things that got in the way of actually making it happen way, way, way faster.
Yeah, unfortunately, the county and the state didn't have a roadmap. This had never happened before. So there were a lot of challenges along the way, and thank goodness we were able to overcome all these various challenges, and, now our homes are ready.
The homes are ready, and they're really, I think they're sweet. They're totally furnished. They've got a washer, a dryer. They are small. I mean, I look at them, and I know we could live in one.
Sure.
I mean, we are in a fairly big house right now, and it's been great. But if we had to live in one, we could do it.
Absolutely.
And it has everything. So if for people that lost so much, I mean, there's a washer dryer that's there kind of in the kitchen area. There's there's televisions, there's beds, air conditioning, and they're really sweet. And when you're there, you're like in an area that you would love to be able to live and own a house for the rest of your life, because it's spectacular. You're just adjacent to the golf courses. It's basically where the old village golf course was. I think the first fairway.
The first hole.
So the whole first hole is being used for this, because that golf course closed a while ago, which was once my favorite golf course.
For a lot of people.
For a lot of people. It
Yeah.
was the greatest golf course of
Right.
all time.
Right.
So, but that's been a miracle, I think, by itself, and people are happy that have moved in.
Oh, they
So-
are. No question. Absolutely. And it's fun. It's fun to see the kids having fun, running and playing and so forth. It's life is not back to normal quite yet, but we're getting there.
The one thing, too, like you're saying, kids and normal, is, I mean, the original intent was that it would be all employees of Kapalua,
Right.
That worked for the golf course, because so many had lost homes. But it did take longer than anyone expected, which was no fault of Mr. Yanai, who did everything and got everything there to make it happen fast. But here, it just went slow. No matter what we tried to do, or Roy tried to do, working on it, it was hard to get it off the ground.
Well, there were quite a few people working on it, and anyway, we've accomplished what we started out to do, and hopefully we can accommodate 50 families, and These are temporary, of course, but still, for the next 3, 4, 5 years.
They could possibly be used for up to 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So that could, I would think once people are in there, nobody's leaving.
No.
That's
yeah.
The rents are good, and it's going to be great for people.
Right.
So
Anyway. Big evening tonight.
Legends of Lahainaluna High School, which has been an annual thing. The Lahainaluna High School Foundation is having again this year. And during the year, there's always a lot of conversation about people that do so much for the school over the years. And it's been really a lot of fun. I'm on the foundation board, so we'll be there tonight. And it's going to be a great, the honorees, Roz Baker, who we all know, is going to be one of the honorees.
Senator Roz Baker.
Senator Roz Baker, sorry.
Right.
Jane Casco.
Mm-hmm. Sammy
Katatani, who did pass away. He was 1941 born. Is that?
Class.
Oh, he was a class of 41. Wow, he never seemed that old to me. He was really great. And then 3 of the coaches, Lanny Tejada, who we have tried to make him accept an award for a long time, and he kept turning it down because he was still coaching and busy with everything that he was doing. Bobby Watson, also, he's class of 1970. Lanny was class of 1966. And Michael Arakawa would be the 3rd one that are showing under football coaches. But they really did so much for football. And Lanny was Sue Cooley's, I would call him one of her best friends. She loved Lanny. And every time she'd come up to Kapalua, Lanny'd be there somehow in a golf cart and put her in it and take her out and show her what was going on at the stadium and what was being built and what her money was being used for. But he really loved her, and she adored him. I mean, they were a great relationship when we got there. And the stadium is spectacular.
Oh, fantastic. And our honorees this year, Roz Baker, Jane Casco, Sammy Karutani, and Lanny Tejada, Bobby Watson, and Michael Arakawa are all very, very deserving of this great honor. It's quite an honor to be named a Legend of Lahainaluna.
I think so, too.
And this will live on forever.
It's, for anyone that doesn't know, Lahainaluna is the oldest school in the United States west of the Rocky Mountains. And that's huge. I mean, when you realize, and if you go up there sometime and walk around and see what there is and the old buildings, and almost everything is still being used. And the stadium, though, is the newest thing, and it is spectacular.
It really is.
The seating, the lighting, everybody should go to a Lahainaluna football game one of these days when you can. We're going to have to wait for the season again, but it's been their hardest year, I think, since the building of the stadium.
Right.
But I think, again, they did okay right following the fires last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then this year, I think it was harder than ever.
Right.
And the kids they work so hard and they try so hard. And Sue adored the boys. She always called them her boys, and we would all call them Sue Cooley's boys. And that was the football players there. And she'd come up and see them at least once while she was in town always and hang out with them for a bit.
Well, there's a big sign at football games, Sue's Boys.
Sue's Boys. It's huge.
Still called Sue's Boys.
Yeah. And the stadium is the Sue Cooley Stadium.
Right, Sue D. Cooley.
The Sue D. Cooley Stadium. She didn't want it to be named after her, but as we were coming up to the end, she wanted it to just be the community something or whatever. And as we got closer and they were trying to name it, they came to me for a name. And I said, we're going to call it the Sue D. Cooley Stadium. And they said, well, what about Sue? What if she doesn't like that? And I said, she won't like it, but she's going to love it in the end. And as it turned out, the day that she came up, when it was all done and she had been out of town, came up, Lanny picked her up in a cart, one of the golf carts, kind of took her off, drove her all around so she could see everything, brought her back, did a big turn right where you'd go in. And she looked up, and when she saw Sue D. Cooley Stadium, she grabbed her mouth. I mean, she had tears. and was overwhelmed, and she couldn't have been happier. So life was good.
Oh, totally.
I thought she may never forgive me, but she was really happy.
Yeah, yeah.
So what else have we got today? I mean, was there anything else in this? Well, there is going to be a thing up there. De Luna store is going to be open prior to the event from 5 to 7. And they're going to have a lot of different things for sale that they do have at the school but are hard to get to. The only issue is you need to have cash. And I keep saying nobody has cash anymore. None of us have cash. I wouldn't be able to buy anything there with the cash that's in my purse right now. So hopefully by the next time they do this, they'll find a way to accept credit cards. But enough of that. Where are we at now? What about real estate?
Well, being Betty's Real Estate Corner, here's some interesting statistics. These are just published by Title Guarantee. Title Guarantee, I think, is one of the oldest title and escrow companies in Hawaii. And here's some interesting facts. They just released these yesterday, and just in the number of sales, and they break it down on island per island. Like I've got right now the island of Hawaii. So far to date, there have been 1,836 single-family homes that have closed on the Big Island, and that's 2.1% over the amount that closed last year. To date. So people are saying, well, the market has gone to hell. No, it hasn't. There's been a lot of transactions. The median sales price on the Big Island is up 10% over the same time last year. 10% in single-family homes. And the total number of sales, total dollar-wise, is up 23.6%. That's on single-family homes on the Big Island. Let's look at Kauai, and just addressing single-family homes. The same effects are felt in condominiums. But on the island of Kauai, there's 330 closings so far this year, which is up 28.4% over last year. The median sales price on Kauai is $1,384,000, which is up 23.1% over last year. I mean, that's amazing, and that's on Kauai. And there's no signs of the market depreciating, I mean, going down. So taking a quick look at Oahu. On Oahu, year to date, there's been 2,699 closings, single-family homes, which is up 4.3% over last year. Median price on Oahu is $1,099,000, which is up 5.2% over last year. Very, very interesting. So back here on Maui, where a lot of people are saying, well, our market is down. I don't think so. Here's some stats for you. So far this year on Maui, there have been 636 closings, single-family home closings, which is up 3.4% over last year. The median price of homes that have closed is at $1.3 million, which is up 8.3% over last year. And, condominiums, the same thing. Vacant land, the same thing. So there's no real slump. People are saying, well, I'm going to wait till prices come down. I'm not sure how long you're going to wait because there's no indication prices are coming down.
It doesn't seem that way. I thought for a while that some of the lower-end properties were coming down, and I think they did, which did help in some of these statistics. But I think you're right. It doesn't seem like it's a thing that's continuing. No,
by far. And I've got to say, here on Maui with the proposed lifting of the Minatoia ruling, where apartment-zoned condominiums will not be allowed to vacation rent, that's had some effect on the market. But I think the city or the county council will address this after the first of the year, and we'll see what happens. But irregardless, single-family homes, the market is strong. There's good inventory on the market right now, but prices are not dropping. We were up in the Bay Area, 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
And in the San Jose area, and one of the local papers there ran a real estate study, and it showed overwhelming majority of homes sold in the South San Francisco Bay Area, which is Silicon Valley, San Jose, Burlingame, San Mateo, and so forth. Big majority sold at over listed price. Something like 60% or 65% sold over listed price. So, people are saying, well, the West Coast is slowing down and so forth. Well, certainly not in the Bay Area. So,
it's all pretty interesting. You know who asked us to talk about one of his places today? Ray Chin, who's with our office.
Okay.
And he's got a couple of really great listings, and he's done the top of the market forever. But he did have a couple of these things that I think really are great deals. At Kahana Manor in West Maui, he has a listing at $555,000. It's a one-bedroom, one-bath, very livable, and it's only been on the market for a short time. But again, I think it's something that should sell, and it's priced right. And again, if somebody, especially a couple, are working together on something like this, it becomes, I'd say, somewhat affordable.
Yeah,
So,
no, it's a great price.
It really is a great, great price.
Right. And for any of the listings that we talk about on the show, instead of giving all the numbers for the various salespeople, contact us, Roy at 808-870-7060, or Betty, 808-870-7062, or look at our website that's put up by Meyer Computer. It's, hit on our website. We're still sakamotoproperties.com, and you can reach out to us about any of the listings you can find on our multiple listing service, and we'll help point you to the right salesperson to talk to.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that really helps for everybody. But again, on most of these, like Ray is fabulous, and he will get you in right away. And there's a number of other properties that you brought the printouts for, Roy,
Right.
that are kind of interesting.
Elizabeth Quayle has a great listing. It's a 3-bedroom, 1.5-bath home in the Pili, 5184 Lower Honoapi'i Lani Road is the address. It's an older home built in 1956, remodeled in 2020. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. It's listed at $1,750,000 by Elizabeth Quayle.
That's a great house. It's small, but it's really spectacular, and it's a great location for anybody.
Fantastic
So,
location.
Really, really, really worth taking a look at. It don't have enough of these, I guess.
Yeah. And Marianne Fitch has the listing at 174 Willow Way. That's in the Summit in Kanapali. Listed at $3,475,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 4.5 baths. It was built in 2004, but a lot of square footage, 2,700, a little over 2,700 square feet in the Summit at Kanapali. So again, check on us at sakamotoproperties.com, and it'll get you all the info on all the residential, condominium, and
Anything you
land.
want.
Yeah.
Anything that's here.
Commercial, anything.
Roy has a new listing at the Ritz-Carlton, 1626, which is absolutely, again, spectacular. Huge, huge view, and you get to be a guest of the Ritz-Carlton always.
It's the only penthouse at the
only
Ritz-Carlton.
penthouse there, listed at $8.5 million, and it really is everything that you would want, furnished perfectly. You'll most likely keep it in the rental program because that really, it definitely pays for itself, utilizing the rental program. And we've had some people look at it that really want to make it their home. And again, that's spectacular, especially if it's a second, third, or fourth home. And you're traveling, you want to be able to get in there and enjoy it. You don't want to arrive and have to spend the first 3 days or 4 days finding people to come and fix what didn't get taken care of while you were gone. So I think the Ritz-Carlton is great for ownership of the properties.
No, totally. And you've got room service, you've got the spa. They've got a great spa. It's
the beach right there is spectacular.
Yeah.
The pool is huge. we love going there for early dinners. At the bar area, they've got a really great area just outside there. They've got burgers that you can actually cut into 4 and share, and then get all of the other things that are on the menu. It's just a fun menu. So we'll end up with a group of people and we'll order a variety of things and pass it around. And
Sushi.
Some great sushi.
Yeah,
That's
really good
spectacular.
Sushi. Yeah.
Their ahi, really perfect. Ahi sashimi, always great. And then they do a couple of different steak things that they'll cut and just slice so that it becomes a pupu dish. And it's not inexpensive, but it really is, when you've got a group, not expensive either.
No, and they do have kama'aina rates.
So
they'll give you a discount for kama'aina, which is great. And it's kind of a fun place.
And bring your friends.
You've got live music.
Yeah, the music is great. And again, it is a spot that if you got 3 or 4 people and you're all sharing everything, it's not expensive.
No, not at all.
So anyway, you got another one there, Roy?
Yeah, here's Mihaela Stoops has a great listing. It's a studio at Maui Terraces. Maui Terraces is a nice little condo project in Kauai. Listed at $299,000. It's a studio, but it's ideal for a couple. It's ideal for a single person, and at $299,000, very affordable, and listed by Mihaela. And again, you can reach myself, Roy, 808-870-7060, Betty, 808-870-7062, or look us up on sakamotoproperties.com.
Another thing right now, Roy, we've just finished Thanksgiving, and we're now getting within 30 days. Ooh, we're
less.
We're less than 30 days till Christmas. I think it might be worth talking a little about this year's Christmas and everybody thinking about what they're going to do. We happen to have some family coming. Julie Ahu Flynn, who was a Lahainaluna graduate. Now I'm drawing a blank on the year, so hopefully
82.
82, exactly. So she's going to be here with her family. The kids will all be here for the better part of a week. We're going to have a nice Thanksgiving. A nice Christmas, and really looking forward to it. But we're watching so many people right now that need things, are looking for things, and it's a great time to be out and to do a little bit of shopping and start to plan Christmas. It doesn't have to be super expensive for everyone. I think it's more got to be if everybody takes a moment, loves one another, does the old style stuff, baking cookies or sharing dishes that you make on Christmas Day and you shared with a few families. It can be the best Christmas ever.
It can, and don't forget the Maui not-for-profit organizations. We're at year end. We've got a variety of great causes to contribute to.
Halimakua.
There's Halimakua,
which are the local nursing homes, but they take care of a lot of people there.
There's the Maui Food Bank.
Yes.
And your favorite charities. Lahainaluna High School Foundation is one. And, whoever you support. I mean, now is a great time to be giving.
Mm-hmm.
It's December, and
look up their websites. I mean, like Lahainaluna High School Foundation, you can look up the website and figure out what you could do to help. And sometimes it's only send $25, $100, whatever you can afford. The same is true with Halimakua. We're at the 1 minute warning. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Can you think of anything else that we should be talk? Oops, well, we're done. Danny Couch is taking over.
Yeah, but take care of one another.
Take care of one
another.
Love
one another.
And love Danny Couch. He's spectacular.
Love Danny Couch.
And I love Hawaii.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Special magic feeling flows through the air. I feel